Hi folks, Ron Bishop from Timaru New Zealand. I'm a professional motivational coach, and in my coaching I use this manual called Think Talk, How to Think Like a Winner. And I've written a little poem about this book, which I'd like to recite to you. Think Talk. I'm Think Talk and I'm different. I'm not a newspaper or a magazine. I'm not a book or a newsletter. I'm something in between. My pages are full of wisdom, telling you exactly where to start. From think tank to belief tank, from the head down to your heart. You'll find me in the waiting rooms, in schools and in homes galore. Think Talk is for everybody, and my readers call for more. I've a whole new way of thinking on how to win first place. I've a whole new way of talking to the families of every race. I turn negatives into positives through every struggle and strife. Let Think Talk be your partner, your success manual for life. That is the manual that I teach people Think Talk. And I'm going to teach you over the next few weeks some lessons that are in Think Talk. There are actually 7 lessons which I intend to teach. The first lesson is called The Power of Your Thoughts. The second lesson is Laws of the Universe. Number 3 is The Pendulum of Life. Number 4, Letting Go of Your Feelings and Emotions. Number 5, The Power of Your Beliefs. Number 6, Your Goal-Seeking Mechanism. And lesson number 7, How to Become the Greatest. There's a couple of inspirational poems in there. One is called Don't Quit, and the other is called The Man Who Thinks He Can. Now, I'm going to also recite to you a letter I wrote about why I wrote Think Talk. So bear a minute and I'll read the letter to you. Why I wrote Think Talk by Ron E. Bishop. When we arrive into this world, we come without a manual. Most of our learning we learn from others, and the rest is by trial and error. Unfortunately, not all the things we learn from others are correct, and some are certainly not good for us. Throughout our lifetime, we experience much pain and suffering during the learning process. We all make mistakes along the way, but it's not what happens to us that counts. It's how we respond to what happens to us that matters. In my own life, when I was 16 years of age, I was careless with a .22 rifle, and as a result I accidentally shot and killed my 11-year-old brother, Trevor. I received no counselling at the time, so I held on to my grief and guilt feelings for 30 years before I finally let them go by having a mental breakdown. I want you to know that I'm not sharing this part of my life with you because I want sympathy or self-pity, because I'm well past that now. I'm sharing it because I know I'm not the only person in the world who has done what I've done, and others need to know that it's okay. We don't always understand why these things happen to some and not others, but it's just many of the unexplained things about life. All we can do is have faith in God. He has given us strength and the courage to learn how to cope. This may sound strange, but my mental breakdown was the best thing that ever happened to me because it made me ask the question, how does the mind really work? And why do certain things happen to some and not others? In 1971, I had the good fortune to attend a sales conference in Hawaii, and it was there that I learned for the first time there was such a thing as positive thinking. I started reading books on the subject and became fascinated by the potential power of the mind. After my mental breakdown, I felt the need to step up my study of the mind, and I found that people like me who had mental breakdowns had also experienced some major trauma in their life in earlier years. It was due to my own experience that I came to understand and appreciate that whatever goes into the mind comes out in one's life. Up until that point, I was always one to blame others when things went wrong, until finally I realized that my life was not to change for the better, then it was up to me that I had to change and not someone else. I set some goals and put into practice the mental exercises described in this manual, and when I did, things started to change for the better, so much so that I felt a great desire to share what I've learnt over the years with others. In all the years I've worked with people, I've found that everyone in the world has their problems, regardless of their status in society. But just how to deal with these problems is something of a mystery to most people. In an effort to explain why things happen, I have written Think Talk in a type of language and style that I hope will be understood and be of benefit to all those who read it. I dedicate this Think Talk manual to my late brother, Trevor Wayne, and I ask for God's forgiveness for my mistakes of the past. I also ask God for his blessing upon this manual so that it may give hope, inspiration, and a long and prosperous life for its owner. Well, there you are, folks. I'm away for Christmas. And when I come back, I'm going to teach you those lessons. Those 7 lessons. We're going to go through them on this video. Okay? So I'll see you when I go back. If you want to subscribe to my library, you can. It's timarudirectory.co.nz. timarudirectory.co.nz, and you can subscribe to my library, and we'll have a lot of fun there. Okay? So keep your powder dry. I'll see you later.